he actually broke up with me. We were in Cairo, and he was like, I'm going to go to the Oasis. And I was like, oh, we're going to the Oasis? And he goes, no, I'm going to the Oasis. And I was like, so you're like giving up? And English wasn't his first language, so he's like, what's giving up mean? And I almost punched him in the face.
What's up, friends? It's your girl, Emily Curl, back here at our iHeartRadio studios in New York City. And today we have something special for you. We're hanging out with Grammy Award-winning singer and songwriter Cam is here. Can we show some love for Cam in our studio?
Oh, thanks.
I am so happy to see you.
I'm so happy to see you.
And for everyone watching, I need you to know that I have been a super fan of Cam for years and years and years, since I first moved to New York, since I first got my start at Refinery 29. Always so blown away by you, and I love to see how our worlds overlap and cross.
I love when I see you online, like doing your thing and like with all these famous people. And I'm like, look at her go! Look at her go!
It's happening, and you're back here with new music. Well, actually, so much has happened since I last seen you.
Yeah.
You're a mom.
Yes.
Lucy is so cute. You have a new
She's
record.
5.
I cannot believe she's 5.
I can't believe it either.
Wow.
I know.
You've written on Cowboy Carter, Casual.
Yes.
Casual. And let's talk about new music.
Yes.
I always get so excited when you have new stuff coming out. So All Things Light is here, and it's 5 years since The Other Side.
Yeah.
And every time I think I know Cam as an artist, you come through and you surprise us. This is a whole different side of
That's
Cam.
how I feel about myself too. I'm like, every time I think I know who I am, there's a new layer.
Another layer. Tell us about this project and vision of this project.
Okay, so I would say Other Side came out at the end of 2020. I thought I was gonna boss mom it. You know, I had my baby, we did late night and morning TV, and then the pandemic hit, and it was like identity shift, like body shift, mind shift, like who am I? And there was like a big vacuum that I needed to like fill of like what spiritually is like the foundation I'm leaning on, or like what is the framework to help me get through difficult times like this and help me understand something. I need something bigger than myself otherwise you're just getting tossed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I didn't grow up with a religion. It was wonderful growing up because I got to meet all kinds of people and learn about what they loved and how they believed and what they practiced. And I think this was the first time where I was like, I need something solid to stand on. And I just started writing from this place of like trying to channel not answers, because I feel like anyone who claims they have all the answers is a giant red flag and you should run away from them.
Yep.
But some sort of healing balm for people that are feeling lost, because that's, in a nutshell what I was feeling. And I know my daughter, because if she's anything like me, she's going to hit an age where she is also going to feel lost. And I wanted her to have bits of this, for her as well. So it's really sweet on the vinyl. If you open it up, there's like an inscription for her on the first thing.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It was like, you can be brave when you don't want to be, and you'll see there's a holiness in the chaos that's around you, and you're God too. Don't forget that.
Wow. Lucy being 5 years old, tell me about her personality. I feel like she's probably coming into herself now.
Yes, she loves when she's, how when we're in our own home, we're like an extra layer of character? She loves singing. She's obsessed with K-pop Demon Hunters right now on Netflix. So she's singing a lot of K-pop, like little thrown in like Korean, like verses here and there. Is amazing. And she's just funny. And she's very strong-willed, which I like, as like that person on the other side of it, you're like, oh gosh, can you just be easier to deal with? And then as a mom, I'm like, yes, hold on to it.
Yeah,
just be difficult.
Good, right?
Yeah.
Is motherhood what you expected it to be? Like the journey that you went on?
I think probably everybody has a totally different experience. But for me, the infant part of it, where maybe that was because it was during a pandemic, was very hard. I didn't have my family right around me, and that was harder for me. I didn't expect it to be that hard. And then once we got to like 2, 3, I was like, okay, I'm in. Like I 100% get like why this is the greatest thing I think I might ever do, because I just am obsessed with her. Like, I tell her I think we both were, like, in the stars together before and decided to come here.
Wow.
Yeah.
One thing I also love about you that I've always appreciated about your music is it does feel so genre bending. And this album specifically kind of feels like you created, speaking of the fluidity, like it feels like you created this whole other world where that first listen, I was like, oh, that's new. Or like the instruments, the sonic sounds, like there were so many things to pick up on.
Yeah.
Walk me through, like, how would you define this body of work, this genre?
Yeah.
What would you define it as?
I would say it was really special because Tyler Johnson, who's like my brother basically in musical, co-creator throughout this whole career, we both kind of spent some time apart, and he was working on stuff and I was working on stuff, and we came back together, and I was just like, oh my God, I love what you're doing even more. Like, I've always loved everything he does, but now it's like, oh, you did what? And I think he was like, oh, you're writing what? And it felt like such a joy to make this record, because our abilities were at a level now where we could actually make what we were dreaming of. And then I think we're at a point in our careers where we're brave enough to choose it and not second guess it and say, like, oh, well, does that fit into country? Yeah. Does that fit into alternative? Does that fit what are you doing the right thing for the business side of it? And I really took that to heart watching Beyonce make a decision to make something that had a cultural impact, like teaching us history lessons and then giving it to us not just in the country genre. She gave it to us in like a brand new, format, and choosing something that is about that artistic impact resonates so deeply with me. And I think it's something that there's a lot of artists and creators that, of course, everyone's, you're just trying to pay your bills. You're trying to survive in whatever this music industry is right now. It, of course, is scary, and no judgment on anyone who's just trying to get paid, because you go get paid. Yeah. There's something on my soul. I made some kind of pact with somebody. I had to do this for myself. Like, I had to make something that felt like me and to be the truest version possible. Maybe I just really want to be seen. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I poured so much of myself into this album, and it actually sounds like me. And the crazy thing is, like, after you make something, I don't know if you feel this way if you ever watch back, like, what you've taped or something, but
I
like,
can't watch back. I can't do that.
But sometimes you create something, and then once it's done, you watch it back kind of with fresh eyes, and you have kind of a different perspective, and you're like, oh, I would have adjusted. And now that it's out, I listen back, and I would change absolutely nothing.
Oh, that's the best feeling. Working with all those inspiring people, like you said, like, I love hearing you talk about your experience with Cowboy Carter. I mean, and you were, you contributed writing, production, engineering, backing vocals across 5 tracks. I can only imagine what sort of experience that was. When you think back to that time, like, what stands out to you, and what do you think you learned most about getting to be a part of such a cultural moment, like you said?
Yeah, it was so inspiring. Like, I remember the first time I heard the album all the way through, I was like on my knees, like almost prayer position in front of the speakers, and I was like in tears kind of, because to me, living in a genre that is like there's a lot of rules, and sometimes it makes for incredible art, and sometimes I think it keeps us from hearing, like, there's some Dolly Partons we are like missing out on, like 100%, because those rules are like kind of wild. Yep. And to hear her put together something like that, it just was so inspiring. Doesn't feel like quite enough or whatever, but it's just so reassuring to be like, if someone at that level chooses to do something for artistic reasons, you know what I mean? Like, I hope it just keeps trickling out. I hope we have an era coming of like creatives, like it's not about being commercial or like cashing in necessarily. I think it's kind of a weird time in this music industry, and I'm hoping it's like you won't be here unless you've got artistic intentions at this point.
Yeah. I want to go back to the album for a second, because like I said, I had my favorites.
Ooh.
And I have to ask you, I had so many. First off, Kill the Guru.
Yeah.
Like, I need to know your thoughts behind that, because that was the one that immediately I was like, what is this about? I needed to know.
Yes. It's like a untrustworthy narrator. And that's kind of what I was saying, the people who say they have all
about
the
going
answers.
to the rules and yes, okay,
And they're like,
I was curious.
Yeah, they're like, I know everything, and it's like a super red flag. And I actually, when I was in Nepal after college, I met and like fell in love with a guru. Like, not Nepalese. I don't want to give Nepalese people are amazing. He was not Nepalese. And that was the guy that I broke up with my burning house boyfriend for this guru.
Wow.
So like the genesis of burning house came from that
Whoa.
horrible breakup and then a dream of wanting to apologize to that guy. But I just was like, oh my gosh, he has, when you like someone because you want what they have. Like, he seemed like he knew everything. He traveled. He was like, had, enough financial freedom. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to be this. And yeah, it did not end well, as like if you watch any like cult documentary, it is just like, but
that is a fascinating part of your story, Cam. I never knew that. It
is crazy. Yeah. And I would say that like the ending of it, like he actually broke up with me. We were in Cairo and he was like, I'm going to go to the Oasis. And I was like, oh, we're going to the Oasis? And he goes, no, I'm going to the Oasis. And I was like, so you're like giving up? And English wasn't his first language. So he's like, what's giving up mean? And I almost punched him in the face. And so he left me.
Like, you're going to hear from me one day. It's going to be on an album and you're going to know.
But I had 3 beautiful days in Cairo. It was Ramadan. So when people break fast, they do it with whoever's next to them, which included random tourist me. It was really sweet. So I met people and had a great time. But like, yeah, later down the line, it turns out like getting broken up with was like the easiest route out of that person's path.
Wow.
So
okay,
yeah.
so that was the basis of that song.
Yeah.
That wasn't
there
anticipating
was that
that.
song.
Hallelujah was another one.
Yeah.
Where that gorgeous.
Thanks.
And just how you crafted the production of that one.
Isn't that insane?
Yes.
That outro?
Yes, the outro.
Surprise.
So good.
Yeah.
We always do.
Yeah.
To end the album on that, I thought was that's the last song on the album.
Radical optimism. Yeah.
So poetic too.
Yeah.
What inspired? I'm curious if that was something that was just more of a feeling, or if there was a very specific situation that came from that one.
I feel like it means twofold. Like, one, which is very country. One, it's like about my relationship with my husband. So whenever we kind of get into fights, at first it was really scary because like, how are we gonna solve this? And then you realize it's like you just believe that you will, and then you do. And there's something about that I also feel that way about human beings. And like, I think we keep facing in the news specifically like world-ending crisis after world-ending like falling apart of like the whole climate is really intense. And I refuse to think that it's just all bad news. Like, I believe we have just like a crazy potential for what we can imagine and what we can build. And I really do think we will think of something we always do, because if we believe that in ourselves and we give ourselves the space to keep, like, there's that kid, you feel like you see these news articles that are like, a kid figured out how to have like fungus eats plastic. Like, what the heck? So now we're
like,
solving the
thank God they
plastic
exist.
thing.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think there's just, you can't know everything, and that's optimistic, And so the first line of the album is, I was busy waiting for someone to live my life, because I felt like I was on autopilot for a little bit. And then the last lyric is try, from We Always Do.
Wow. And then I like the in-between too, because then you have something like Look at the Pretty Girls that feels just like such a moment. It's upbeat, it's sexy, it's fun.
It's a bop.
It's a bop.
So I used this Adriano Celentano, like, he's an Italian guy. The bass of the song came from, he's an Italian guy who goes, Italians will listen to anything in the 60s, 70s if it sounds like American English. So he literally said nonsense in his song, and it was a hit. It was massive. So funny. It's dancey. It's so good. You got to listen to that too.
And so that was the base of the song?
I infused that into like kind of this song about like kind of the nonsense and lies we get told, and then Look at the Pretty Girls, like, it's just, you're just getting sold things endlessly, especially like dreams too, I think, for women. And like, I think about it in a lot of our careers. It's just like, no. Yeah. There's always like a carrot,
Okay, I have to ask you too about Everblue, your single, your video. Tell me about this song, and do you feel like that kind of encapsulates all those things we were just talking about?
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I'm all done chasing what wasn't meant for me is so... I need to say that to myself all the time, like, just as a reminder.
Where'd that line come from? Like, where...
Me or All Day?
Yeah.
I don't know. One of us in that room sitting there. Because it was like he had...
Was that one of the first that you created for the album?
No, actually it was one of the last.
Oh, really?
To be honest.
Because I feel like that almost sets the tone. That song to me feels very encompassing of the album.
And it feels like the gear... I think sometimes I avoid that gear because it sounds... I feel like it's so normal for me, or it's so like Burning House is in the same space for me. It's like sad songs, but like held in like a healing space. And I live for that type of music. Like love it. So I'm always trying to like sometimes outdo that, you know, when I'm making songs. I'm like, oh, I can go in this direction. And then that one, it was like so easy. Like we wrote it so quickly, and it felt so right.
Wow. And are you thinking about taking this album onto the stage? Is that something you're doing?
Yes, I did like a little sneak preview in London, and then we haven't announced the tour yet. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way to do it with, you know, having a kid and make it all make sense.
Would Lucy come on tour?
She would love to because she hates being left behind.
Oh, she has FOMO. Me too.
Yes.
Lucy, I get it, girl.
Yeah.
Because I'm curious how you imagine. Obviously, I feel like when I listen to it, it's like laying down, it's blasting all around me. It's like soft vibes, you know. But I'm so curious how you feel like how you translate it to the stage.
Oh my gosh, we did a surround sound listening event the other day at L Acoustics, and it was like my dream just to have everybody like enveloped like that, and you kind of like turn the lights down. So yeah, to me, it's like I have to like make it a space that feels like that, like where you can cozy up and you're listening to your headphones and you're having a lot of feelings and like things are dark and saturated and so but then obviously there's a couple dance party moments.
Exactly. But that's the thing is like listening to that album, I have so many feelings in the best way. Like I feel like it's like you like are confronting yourself almost. Like you're like thinking about some new things.
Yeah.
What has been the fan response too? Is anything that really stuck out to you? Is it I'm sure it's
it's so funny. I mean, obviously everybody's been so sweet about everything, and it was so wonderful to put Alchemy out first. I think everyone was like, what is this?
Yes.
And then, you know, it's kind of a surprise one that I think is amazing, but I didn't realize how many people would connect with it is Canyon. People are like really into Canyon.
Yeah. And that one to me sounded like sonically different than the others. Like, but in a way that was like, it felt like the surprise.
Yeah, it's like a little westerny.
Yeah. Wait, that's funny. Okay, so that's been a big one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still collecting data. But it's been fun just like over the weekend kind of hearing, and then the preview show in London, like hearing people like, I don't know, it's such a fun thing to like see what puts them, because most people that are my fans I think are very feeling oriented as well.
I can confirm that.
So yeah.
I'm such a fan of yours. Like I said, this album truly is so phenomenal. We thought before we let you go if we could play a quick little rapid fire game.
Sure.
Okay, so Cam, we ready for this rapid fire?
Yes.
What is your favorite summer tradition?
Ooh, right now we go down to we have like a little pool, like an $80 Walmart pool we put in the back.
Best.
And my daughter is obsessed. Yeah, we have like little flamingo floaties, and we just, sit in that pool.
Adorable. Okay, what's the product you're obsessed with right now?
Ooh. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce it because I got it in a gift bag, but it's OSEA. What is that?
OSEA.
Osei? Yeah. And it's like a night dream serum or something like that. It's
so
nice.
good.
I'm not getting paid to say that.
What about the movie TV show that moved you recently?
Ooh, I mean...
Do you have time to watch TV? Do you have time to watch movies? Okay.
We've watched K-pop Demon Hunters a lot because of my daughter. And I will say it reminds me of, I was obsessed with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There's something about the lore of like, you know, demons or vampires or whatever, and like these girls saving the day, and like I'm pretty into it.
Oh my! Wait, is there a reboot? Wasn't that a thing for a second? Is it coming back?
Yeah, I saw her post about that, but I haven't seen the reboot actually happening.
Do you have a song of the summer? Your personal song of the summer? It can be from your album as well.
Yes, I mean I'm obsessed with "Turns Out That I'm God." I think that's fantastic.
So
but yeah, like also like my brain space is taken over by my child, so like it's like she loves Chappell Roan.
Oh yeah.
And so there was like a lot of Pink Pony Club this summer.
Wait, you and Chappell though, I would love that collab. I feel like that would be.
Who wouldn't love that? Like any person getting collab.
But I could see you two having like very like similar.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah. Who else is someone that like you haven't worked with before that you'd love to? Even producers, artists. I'm curious who else is on your list.
I love Bon Iver. Me and James Mackle, who did the videos, we both connected over how much we love Bon Iver deeply.
Yeah. Okay, last question for you. All Things Light taught me that.
I want to say that I am divine.
And you are.
Thanks.
You're so divine. I love you so much. Cam, thank you for being here.
Yes,
thank you for putting this art onto the world.
Wonderful talking to you. You're such a good conversation.
You were the best. Guys, can we give it up one more time for Cam here in our studio?